Hi guys, this is Rianne and welcome to this video. Today I am going to be making another Renaissance fantasy inspired outfit. Technically I'm going to be making two. The first part I'm making here is the skirt. I have the fabric folded over so that there is 8 layers. And then I'm going to be cutting it across, following the line I'm making using the measuring tape as a sort of making sure the straight edge, using the pins as a guideline. You'll notice that I'm not quite corner to corner. The small space is actually the space that I have measured after doing the math to figure out how much I need for my waist. It was my waist measurement divided by 16 because it's 8 layers deep and then both ends, so 16, but there are going to be about 9 pieces, 7 full ones and 2 half ones. Now I'm stitching them all together, and I've got these kind of long excess spots where it's not quite an even hemline. So I'm not stitching all the way to the bottom of the hemline. I am stitching it almost to the bottom and then trimming it so that it's a mostly even hemline at the end. And then I am going over the edge with a zigzag stitch to make sure it doesn't fray or come apart. Just a note, you do want to leave one of the seam edges open a little bit at the top so that you can actually put it on, because your waist is going to be smaller than, say, your hips or your shoulders. Sometimes when I'm layering skirts, I like to pull my skirt over my head instead of pulling it up from over my ankles. And either way, you want a little bit of extra space so that you can actually get into the skirt. Now I'm starting on the shirt or the blouse. I made 3 tubes, 2 smaller ones for my arms and 1 larger one for around my body. All of them are bigger than they need to be to fit around. And then I cut at an angle to where I would attach the sleeves, and then stitched all the pieces together, making sure to go over all the raw edges with a zigzag stitch in order to make sure that it's not going to fray. Then I measured about where I needed it to cinch in so it would sit under my bust, and drew a line with this white water-soluble pencil. It just comes off in the washing machine. And then I am hand winding a bobbin with elastic thread. And then I put it in my machine and I start going over that line with the elastic thread, stitching it into place. The machine stretches the thread. You don't want to stretch the thread while you're putting it on the bobbin. And I did about 4 rows of that elastic thread around the waist in order to get the look that I wanted. I also put a stitch around the ends of the sleeves in order to cinch those in. On this purple one, I actually ended up with kind of elbow length sleeves. They're not short sleeves and they're not long sleeves. They're kind of quarter length sleeves or something like that. But it was a cool, different style, and it looked awesome. Don't forget to go around that top edge with an elastic stitch as well so that it cinches in at the top and also maintains the look I wanted. Here I am showing you the clasp that I put on the skirt, and then here's the final product with the elastic sleeves, the elastic in the sleeves and around the torso. And then I made the same thing, same pattern, same process with the skirt. Only difference was that I put longer sleeves on it and then put a stitch above where the elbow would sit, kind of like I did in the video where I made the pink set. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or any suggestions, and we'll see you next time.